Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Chair Pilates. I'm your instructor. I'm Nina. Welcome back to the class. Today is May the 8th, and I am so glad you're continuing on. I just want to give you a few reminders that I share with you at the beginning of every class. Please, if you have your straps or something that resembles a strap, then please have it very nearby. You want to have water before, during, and after. If you're going to be using handheld weights and you're deciding on the size of the weights, then have those nearby as well. Of course, you need your chair because this is Chair Pilates, but we are going to be performing some standing exercises. So we're continuing on, and I'm sure we'll be meeting again soon. But until then, let me know that you were here. Just send me an email, leave a comment on YouTube. Please subscribe. When you subscribe, every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. So you'll hit the subscribe button, and then there's also a bell that you click on, and then you decide what type of notifications you want to receive. Some people decide that they just want to receive all notifications. You just decide. That'll allow you to know when I'm uploading, and you should be able to comment directly on YouTube. But if you prefer to send me an email, do that. Please read the description box, which is below the videos. The description box will have any class notes. It'll have my email address, just in case you don't have it, and just anything else that you might need. Okay, so the next time you see me, I'm going to be on the chair. All right, see you there. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Well, we're back here on the chair, so let's get started with a nice warm-up. Are you ready? Get into alignment, please. Feet are about hip width apart. Shoulders are back underneath your ear tips. Abdominal muscles are tight. Let's inhale up, and let's exhale down. Let's inhale up, and let's exhale down. One more, inhale up. I trust and hope that all of you are doing well. Good. Let's place those hands right on those quadriceps. Good. Now as you inhale up, just shrug your shoulders up. Bring them back and down. Inhale up and back and down. One more. Let's just do another one after this. That'll make 4. Inhale up and pull the shoulders back and down. Let's reverse and forward. Inhale. You shrug up towards your ears and forward and down. Inhale up, forward and down. One more. And forward and down. Today is Friday, May 8th, and this is Chair Pilates, as I shared in the introduction. Just want to make sure you're watching a very updated, on schedule class. Wonderful. Just want to make sure. Let's raise up those heels, both heels at the same time. You're going to feel those gastrocnemius muscles. You'll feel the leg muscles, quadriceps, hamstrings. You're all the way up on those toe joints. Bring the heels back. Abdominal muscles are still tight. Good. And you go at your own pace. So we're just going to lift and lower. Want to warm up, always warming up before we get started. We start out slowly. Now during the class, if you'd like more of a cardiovascular session today, just move a little faster than I'm moving. And if I'm moving fast at some points and you prefer to move a little slower, do that as well. Let's do 5 more up. So we're just coming up on the toe joints, warming up the lower part of the body. Let's lift and lower. Let's do 2 more. And lower. Good. Now let's do a little warming up for the upper body as well. So we're just going to, if you would turn your palms so that they're facing your ceiling. And then we're just going to bring our hands. Maybe you're making a slight fist toward the shoulders. And then you're going to open the arms. And what we're going to feel here are the biceps and the triceps. Of course, there are other muscles that you'll feel. But you want to feel those biceps and triceps. Just want to, again, get these muscles warmed up. And let's do 4 more. And we'll do 2 more. And now this is the last one. Good. And now we're going to raise the legs as well as the arms now are extended forward. We're going to extend forward, and this time we're just going to rotate the wrist and the ankles. It's an outward rotation to start. Get that synovial fluid flowing in the wrist and the ankles, getting the body ready. Now let's stop and just reverse that rotation, so it's an inward rotation. Arms are still extended out. We'll do 4 more. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Let's turn those palms so that they're facing forward. Soles of the feet are still facing forward. Now let's just point and flex. Point and flex. Point. Going to do 4 more. 1 and 2, 3. Good. Just lower the arms. Bring those feet back to the floor. Slide them back up so that they're bringing you back into alignment as you slide them back up. Wonderful. So we're going to rotate the torso just a bit. So we're going to inhale up. As we exhale, we'll bring the arms forward again. Please bring your fingertips and your palms together. Rotate toward the right. Then you rotate back to the center. Rotate toward the left, please. Back to your center. Press the palms together. Press your fingertips together. Make sure you're still breathing in and out deeply. And when I say deeply, that just means you want to bring in as much oxygen as possible. You want to get that inhalation so that you are ready to bring that oxygen to the lower lobes of the lungs. And then you exhale the carbon dioxide. 1 more to the left. Center. Last one to the right. Back to center. Open the arms, please. Open them up wide. So you're opening up your chest. Lift up your chest toward the ceiling, toward the heavens. And then let's round the shoulders. And you're going to round the thoracic part of your spine. Bring the fingertips together. Then you open again. Open the chest up. Good. You're inhaling as you open the chest. Exhale forward. Round your shoulders. Round forward. And we inhale. And we exhale. And we inhale. And we exhale. And let's do 1 more. Inhale. And then you exhale forward. Wonderful. Wonderful. Bring those arms back overhead and bring the palms back down to your side. You can bring your hands to the sides of your chairs if you always feel more comfortable having your hands on the sides of your chairs for balance purposes. But if you're comfortable bringing the arms here, let's do that now. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend that right leg. And as you extend the right leg, just allow your toes to point toward the ceiling. Abdominal muscles are still tight. Let's just hold that. Get the muscles used to this before we begin lifting that left heel. Okay, let's lift the left heel and lower. And you lift and lower. Lift. We're going to do 4 more. And you lift and you lower. 2 more. And your last one. Good. Then you lower that right foot. Now again, you don't have to lift the leg that high. You decide how high you're going to lift because we're still warming up right now. So the important thing is to just get the muscles activated, get that blood to the muscles and those fluids flowing that need to flow. So let's do the same thing on the left. Again, you're either holding onto the side of your chair if that's more comfortable for you, or you're here if this is comfortable. And then you extend, your toes are pointed toward the ceiling, and you hold them here. And then when you're ready, together, let's just lift that right heel. And you're coming all the way once again onto the joints of the toes. We have 3 more to go. And this will be the last one. Good. And then we just lower the left leg. You can bring those arms back down. We always come back into alignment. You know that. And so we want to do a couple of side stretches. And so in order to do that, you'll lift up the arms again. Just lift up. And then lower that left arm and bring the right arm overhead. And just hold that stretch. Then you bring the right arm down and the left arm comes up. You want to feel the stretch. The muscles on the outer part of the body activate. And then we bring that left arm down and the right arm comes up. And you can arch the arm over the head or just have it slightly straightened. Maybe a small bend in the elbows, up to you. And then you bring that arm up on the left side again. Stretch up. And one more on the right. And one more on the left. And we lower the arms. Good. And we come back to that alignment that we're always coming to. Now you're probably feeling a little warm right about now. You want to be feeling a little bit warm right about now. And so that is an indication that your body is ready for what we're going to be doing today in today's class. So before we complete the warm-up though, let's make sure that we get the fingers engaged. We warmed up the toes a bit by coming up on the toe joints, but let's just now maybe open and just open and close your hands just so that you're bending the fingers and moving around so that your joints are getting that synovial fluid as well. Good. Remember, we did already move the wrist and the ankles. We'll get those fingers in. Good. And now we want to get the neck in a little bit, and then we're ready to go. Okay, are you ready? You're in alignment now. Bring your chin to your chest, please. So we're stretching the back of the neck. Remember, the back of the neck is your cervical spine. Bring your chin into your chest. And you bring your head back up. Let's do that again. Head comes back up. And we bring the chin into the chest again. Your head comes back up. Let's do one more. And now we're going to bring the head back. Just tilt your head back slightly. And you're looking up at the ceiling. You feel a stretch in the front of the neck. The head comes back to neutral. Let's bring the head back again. And we'll do two more. And this is the final one. Good. Now let's just bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Please don't move your shoulder. So the shoulders remain stable. The only thing that you're going to do is tilt your head to the right shoulder. So you're bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. Just a slight tilt, enough to feel the stretch on the left side of the neck. Then you come back to neutral and you do the same thing. The left ear comes to the left shoulder. Now the stretch is on the right side of the neck. Back, and we'll do it again. Back to center and the left. Center, last time right. And center and last time left. Good. So now we're back, center. We're all nice and warmed up. If you're using your strap today, please get your strap. And we're just going to do a little bit of lower body work right now. And so what you're going to do is just place your foot inside your strap. So you're going to place your foot into the strap this way. And you're going to decide on the hand placement depending on how high you're going to be lifting your leg. So if you want to lift up a little higher, then your hand is going to be a little closer to your foot. Maybe if you're not lifting up that high, your hands are about right here. All you need is just a very slight stretch. You want to be careful, please. Just be very careful. You don't have to overdo the stretching. Just allow your body to speak to you. And when I say that, it just means you'll know when you've activated your muscles, and you'll know when your body is right where it needs to be. And then you just hold it there. And you breathe into that stretch. Toes are pointed toward the ceiling. And we're just going to hold it. Good. And then we're going to lower the right foot. And then we're going to bring it back up. And then we lower. And we lift again. So you're allowing the strap to assist you. And you lower again. And we'll do one more on this side. And then you lower again. So then after you have removed your foot from the strap. If you want to move that leg around just a little bit, just to help again with that synovial fluid. And then you'll bring your left foot inside the strap. You decide how high you're going to lift that left leg, because you want to, you notice you don't want to come back, you want to stay in alignment, so you'll get yourself nice and positioned on your chair, lifting the leg to a level that allows you to remain in alignment, and then again you hold it right where you know that's the place where you're feeling that you are stretching just enough. So you want to, of course, challenge yourself, but you don't want to overdo it. So it's a nice balance there, nice balance, and you hold it. You hold it there, and then you lower, and then you lift. And then you lower, and you lift, and you lower, and you lift. And we'll do 4 more, and you lift. 3 more, and then there's 2 more. And this will be the last one. Good. So then you lower that foot back to the floor, remove your foot from the strap. If you're going to move around a bit, just to help that left side, this will be the time to do it before we move on. Good. All right. So now still having the strap with you while we're seated right here. Now you may want to double the strap at this point. It's up to you. You may want to double it. And once you have it doubled, you decide on your hand placement. You'll extend your arms forward this way, and you're back in alignment, and you decide the hand placement, and then your arms will come up, stretch up, arms are up, so you stretch up, always making sure you're in alignment. Come forward, back to chest level, and you raise the arms up again, and back to chest level. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. And let's make this the final one. And forward. Good. Now, it's the same thing that you did with your legs, moving your legs around. Let's move those shoulders and the arms around a bit to, again, help. Good. With that circulation. Wonderful. And if you just want to shake out the wrist just a little bit before we move on. Okay. Now, you know in this class, you have the option of standing. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and stand. So we're standing now, but we want to have our chairs nearby because you may need the chair for support. We're going to start out by using almost every muscle in the body, and we do this, I would say, almost every class. Basically every class we're going to be doing this movement. So you're very familiar with it. You should be. I want you to have your feet, please, about shoulder width apart. Your toes are pointed forward. And then once your toes are pointed forward and you bring your, your toes are pointed forward and then you bring your shoulders back. There we are. Okay. Then turn those right toes out, please, toward the right. And what you're going to do is you're going to bend your right knee, and your left toes will remain pointed forward, and you're going to find your balance. Just find your balance, staying in alignment. Once you find your balance, that's when you lift your arms. And once you lift your arms, they're about shoulder level, and then you look over your right fingertips. So you're going to turn your head, and you're looking over your right fingertips. You want to have those fingers spread. And even though from time to time I look forward, please continue looking over your right fingertips, and I'll let you know when we're going to change our positions in this particular posture. Now let's raise those arms up. You raise the arms up so that the palms are facing. You're stretching up toward the ceiling. That right knee is still bent. You're still in the same position, the lower part of your body. Now you bring the right arm down. Your left arm is still up. The right arm comes down. Place the back of your right hand inside your right knee or below it or above it. It's up to you. Just depends on how deep of a stretch you're looking for today. Every class is different. Hold it there. Now we will come back, bring the left arm down, turn those right toes back forward, and we're going to do the same thing on the left. Come back into alignment. Toes are pointed forward in the beginning, and then you open the left toes. Find your center of gravity. Bend that left knee. Right toes are pointed forward. Arms come up. Fingers are spread, and you're looking over the left fingertips this time. So please turn your head so that you can look over your left fingertips. Now the arms come up again. Stretch that spine, hydrate your spine. Palms are facing, stretching up. Now let's bring that left arm down so that the back of the left hand is going to be inside that left knee or below it or above it, you decide. Right arm is still extended up. Yes, let's hold that stretch. Just a few more seconds. We're using almost every muscle in the body, and that's why we want it to warm up first. Now bring that right arm down. Release that left hand. Left toes are forward. Step back together. And you've used almost every muscle in your body for that particular posture that we were just in. So you're going to come behind your chairs now. I'm just going to ask you to step back. So just begin with your right foot. Begin stepping back. Keep stepping back until you feel that your back is flat. So you're just going to press. So you're going to feel a stretch in the back of your legs, your hamstrings. And you're going to feel the stretch throughout the other muscles as well as your arms. And we're stretching the back. Try to get the back as flat as possible. And we're just going to hold the stretch. A nice way to really stretch and relieve the body of any tension, tightness. And let's walk forward now. And then once you're back behind your chair in a way that you feel like you're aligned and your hands are placed lightly on the back of the chair, let's just come up on your toes. And then this time, as you exhale, bring the elbows out to the side. Your toes will be lifted now. And then you'll inhale up. And then you exhale, toes are lifted. Inhale up, up, up. And then you exhale, elbows to your sides, toes are lifted. You're on your heels. 2 more. And we'll do 1 more. And we lower, and those toes come up off the floor, and then we lower the toes back to the floor. We come back to a standing position. Good. So we're stretching and we're strengthening, increasing our range of motion, and we are becoming more flexible. And this is what we want to do. I know that I've received some comments that because of what we're going through at this particular time, and people are indoors and not as active as they have been, that you're just starting to feel that as the weeks go on. So we want to continue moving, continue stretching, continue doing all that we can do. And I'm glad you're here. That's why I'm so glad that we're able to continue doing this. So very, very, very thankful and glad. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do, feet are about hip-width apart. Bring those right toes behind you. Right toes are behind you. They're placed in the floor. Left knee is slightly bent. Bring that right leg up. Toes are pointed toward the floor. And you're just going to lean forward. And we're just going to hold the stretch right here. Remember, your left knee is slightly bent. Lift that right leg. Now, if you're not comfortable lifting the leg, just keep your toes in the floor. behind you, and that'll be a good stretch because you'll feel your glutes are lifted there as well. Just breathe into it. And we lower. Now, I may not have said it during this class, but remember, take a break whenever you need to. Get your water whenever you need to. Just a reminder, right knee is slightly bent. Okay? Bring that left leg behind you, and you lift. Toes are pointed toward the floor. And we're going to hold for about another 5 seconds. And then you'll lower that foot back to the floor. So wonderful. Nice stretch. And since I was just talking about how many are finding themselves sitting more than usual, let's do a few hip openers. Always good to help to get rid of some of that stiffness, that comes from being seated for long periods of time. You're back in alignment. Are you ready? So your hand is just here for support, and we're just going to lift that right leg and lower. Abs are tight, and we're lifting, and we're lowering. Lift, and remember, you decide the pace. If I'm moving a little too slow for you, move a little faster, and if I'm moving too fast, then of course you would move a little slower. And we're just going to do 2 more. Wonderful. And then we're going to go to the other side of the chair. And once you get to the other side of your chair, we're going to do the same thing. I'm positioned a little bit different. I just want to make sure I have enough clearance on my left side. But you ready? Let's lift and lower. Two more. And the last one. Good. So just maybe shift your weight from side to side, coming up on the toes. So you can feel that good, really good hip opener. We're going to do a couple more of those when we get back to the chair. But that's good for while we're standing. The other thing I want to ask you to do is just raise your knee. Bring your knee up. Just bring that right knee up. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to bring it up that high. Just bring it up. Please hold on to the side of the chair if that makes you feel more comfortable. But this helps with balance. So we're just going to raise that knee. Hold it here. You can bring it in this way if that helps. And then you can still have your hand there. Then you just lower. So we're going to do 3 more on this side, and then we're going to do 4 on the left side. So again, you just bring that knee up. Bring the knee up. Just helps with balance. You may be a little wobbly. That's okay. We're working on balance. That's why that chair is so close. You want to have it close enough that if you need it, it's right there. So you'll notice I'm going to hold it this time. So if you bring your knee up and you're holding that chair, and you may start off holding it, and then maybe you release. You may not even hold your knee. There's so many variations. You just do what makes you feel comfortable, just knowing that you're working on your balance, and we really need good balance. So that was, I think that was 3. You know, sometimes when I'm talking, those of you who are in my class, when I'm in class and I start talking, I lose count. So I don't know if that was 3 or 4. We're going to say it was 3, and we'll do 1 more on the right side, okay? Good. I know you're laughing. I know those of you who are in my class are laughing. I lose count all the time. Usually, though, when we're in class, someone will let me know where we were. Good. It's good to keep laughing. Lower that right leg. As you're moving to the left side, you know, you'll be able to move around a little bit. All right, so we're going to do the left side. So lift you decide, keep the abs tight. Now, when I ask you to keep the abs tight, that doesn't mean that you're, that you're sucking the abs in necessarily, but that they're activated, that they're working for you. Since we're not doing any floor work, this also helps with the abdominal muscles, helps with strengthening the core. And that's what Pilates is really known for, helping to get the core area really nice and strong. So you'll notice as you lift your knee, your abdominal muscles, your core muscles are working to help you to raise that knee up. And then as you're standing on that one foot, your abdominal muscles are working to keep you in that standing position that you're in. So lift, but you're still working on balance as well. So there's so much benefit to what we're doing. And again, as I said, if you want to bring it in a little bit more, that's totally up to you. And this time I decided to hold the chair the whole time. I wasn't even thinking about it. Up to you. All right, so we move around just a little bit. Maybe tap it out a little bit. Okay? And so what I'm going to ask you to do now is bring your heels into the floor, your right heel into the floor, right toes are pointed toward the ceiling. Bring your toes behind you. Then you bring your feet back together, and then you step to the side. So it's another lateral move to the side, feet come back together. So it's forward, back, feet come together, and a nice side. So that's lateral move. Good. We want to work in all the planes, okay, and back. Help with that range of motion. Good. And to the side. And we'll do one more on this side. So it's heel forward. And remember, as you're bringing that heel forward, you're extending that leg forward as much as possible. Extend the leg behind you as far as possible. You bring the feet back together, and then you extend to the side as much as possible, and the feet come back together. So that was the right side. So we're going to do the left side. Now, as you can see, I have my weights here, so I'm going to work around them. So heels forward, toes behind, feet come back together, and then there would be a side. Okay? So heels, and then toes, feet come back together, and then there's the side. Good. So it's heels, toes, bring your feet together, and to the side. Let's do one more. Heels, and your toes, feet come back together, and we're moving to the side. Wonderful. So you're feeling those muscles, I'm sure that you are. You're feeling that these movements, even if they're very basic movements, you can feel how your body's responding. So again, because these classes are recorded, if you prefer to participate more than one time a week, you can always come back to one of the previous classes, and that'll allow you to maintain that active mode that we need to be in on a daily basis. And I want to emphasize daily basis. So we're going to move into the next group of exercises that are going to work on our balance as well. You decide if this is going to be something that you want to do today without holding onto the chair. If you hold the chair, then of course you're going to have to modify the movement. We're going to be lifting and twisting. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Now I'm going to come forward a little bit because of the mat. I want to make sure. And I do these things or bring them to your attention because I want you to also be careful wherever you are. So sometimes you have to be mindful of what's around you. So I want to step off of the mat for now. That'll help me with my balance. And again, if you have anything around you, do the same. So we're going to lift and twist. Now I may be moving a little slower than you want to move. So then you just would maybe lift and twist a little faster. And then anyone who wants to move a little slower, that's up to you as well. So we're going to lift and twist. Now this is good for the core. I know that you hear me speaking about strengthening that core. This is really good for your core, but it's good for balance as well because we're lifting. So we want to make sure that we only move at the pace that is safe and comfortable for us. Lift and twist, and lift and twist. So you really want to twist your torso because you want to get those outer obliques engaged in the movement as well. Take a break whenever you need to. We're going to do 4 more. A right and a left is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Now if you were moving a little faster, you may be breathing a little heavier, and that's why I've shared that if you want more of a cardiovascular intensity within this chair Pilates class, you would just move faster. I'm being mindful of the different levels that are in the class, and so I'm going to, of course, sometimes move a little slower than I would usually move, and I, of course, have to keep explaining because I want to make sure that everyone's safe. But you do what you feel is best for you. So let's get your strap again. Okay. So we have our straps. You want to lift up, and let's just do some side bends. Bend over to the left, lean over to the left, and then you come back up to center. Lean over, please, to the right, and back to center, and left, and center, and right, and center. Let's do the left, and center, and right, and center. One more left, and center, and one more right, and center. Good. Bring those arms back down. Wonderful. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Good. We're getting stronger. Good. We're getting stronger. Let's do a little bit more with the spine. Let's do a little bit of a spinal rotation. All right, we're forward. Just rotate your spine to the right, and then rotate your spine to the left. Back to center, and we rotate to the right. Back to center, and let's rotate to the left. And center, and we rotate, and center, and one more to the left, and center, and one more to the right, and back to center. Arms come up, and if you want to bring them all the way back, remember you decide. So if you bring them all the way down, that's up to you. But maybe you want to stop here. Forward. So as you're bringing the arms up, you decide if you're going to stop here, here, or all the way down. Up, inhale up, over. Good. Arms come behind you, up and over. One more behind you. And up, and over, and here we are. Here we are. Let's lower those straps. Move the arms around again a little bit after you place your straps somewhere safe. Move from the shoulder joints. Make sure you got the chest in. Remember, studies have shown that the average person is a shallow breather, so the chest gets tight, and that's why we do those chest opening exercises. That helps to open up the chest, and that's why I share with you that as you inhale, you want to inhale so deeply that it reaches the lower lobes of your lungs, and then you exhale. And so that's what we want to continue working on as we're working on our breathing. I'm going to also get ready to get back into our chairs. And so I have some inserts. There's some chair exercises that I recorded that I'm going to insert now so that you can do them on the chair as well. And then you'll see me back in just a few moments. So let's get those three groups. I believe there are three groups of exercises. They're about 2 minutes, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes worth of exercises per exercise. And then I will continue with this class. So I'll see you real soon. Okay, get ready, back in your seats.